There's a lot that goes into calling elk and being effective at calling elk, and I'm here today with the founder of Rocky Mountain Hunting Calls, Rockie Jacobsen, who is also the inventor of the pallet plate diaphragm. And Rockie's going to walk us through a lot of content, starting with really basic stuff on elk calls.
Correct. The size of everybody's mouth, the roof of their mouth, is totally different. And if a diaphragm doesn't fit correctly in the roof of your mouth, the air goes around it, over the top of it, it doesn't seal it properly. And I don't care how good a call that is, if it doesn't fit, a person can't get it to work.
You can trim the tape on the calls if the tape is overlapping onto your teeth and you're biting down on the tape, you can actually trim the tape. But also that is what is sealing air from circulating over the latex correctly. So be careful with that as well. Any altering to the diaphragm can really change the function.
Yeah. Neat things too about getting a call that fits the roof of your mouth. These pallet plates, dome type calls were specifically designed to go further forward in your mouth, not way back like a conventional diaphragm was made at one time. When the further back you put things in your mouth, you're going to gag on them. And then you lose a little control of your tongue and getting it to seal. So by bringing it further forward in your mouth as far as you can get away with, that also sets the call at that angle, which is the proper angle you want any call in the roof of your mouth. You don't want them to sit flat. But when you put the call up further forward like that, and you bring your tongue up to it, and not the tip of your tongue, that'll tickle.
Oh yeah.
And you'll get airy sound. You want to use kind of the round,
thicker part of your tongue.
The muscle part of your tongue. And you put that up against the latex on the edge. So now you're pushing forward into that, and it gives you more control. One other thing we can really talk about too is, do I buy a single latex, or do I buy a double latex, or do I buy a triple latex? We don't make a triple latex. I don't believe that they're worth having on. I use a single in everything that I do because I'm able to add my voice in there and get a little better tone qualities, and I've just learned how to get my tongue in the right position to get the good tones out of singles. Doubles are okay, I can make them work all right, but this seems to me like I got more to think about to get my tongue in the right position.
So this latex here is a double latex?
Yes, it's a call we make called the All-American.
So when you're manufacturing this call, what feature or benefit are you looking to gain from having not only one sheet of latex like mine, but 2 sheets of latex?
The 2 sheets of latex give you 2 advantages. It gives you control of the main latex, which is the longer one.
Okay.
The shorter latex will lay underneath it and gives you a little more control. But the main reason why is it gives you a raspier, more volume. The double latex does in a single latex call.
Okay, and then we also have the Mellow Yellow Mama that has slight little notches in the latex on either side. From an end use standpoint, what's the advantage of having these notches in the latex?
This particular call was created to make cow sounds and young calf sounds. And to get the good nasal sounds and get it easily, we put those little nicks in the latex so it creates those sounds a lot more easier for the person that's not experienced at doing the nasal sounds like I can do on any latex. It just makes it more realistic sounding by putting those little nicks in there and easier for a person to use.
So lots of things to consider when you're selecting a diaphragm, starting with the type of latex that is on your call. The next thing we should look at when we're looking at a diaphragm would be a tone top versus a pallet plate style diaphragm. Now Rockie, you are the inventor of these. What is the difference in the 2 types of calls for people that maybe don't know that there's a difference?
Well, the difference between all your plates and domes and all that is basically the angles, the arches, and how high it sits up off the frame. The higher the dome sits away from the latex, the more octave changes you gain and higher pitch screaming notes. The closer it is to the latex, it starts killing those higher notes, and you end up with a lot more lower nasal sounds for good cow and calf call sound. So most of our cow-calf sounds diaphragms have a lower profile and closer latex, or closer pallet plate to the latex.
One of the things I've found is a lot of people prefer one diaphragm or another. So it's really important that you get out there and buy several different styles of diaphragm calls because they're all going to have different latex, they're all going to have a little bit different raised pallet plate, and try them out and see which one you prefer because everyone's ear likes something different.